Over the past 20 years, I have refined a manifestation protocol. It's called the DePer manifestation protocol. I've been using this formula to manifest many amazing things in my life. Today, I want to share with you the exact steps in the manifestation. The DePer manifestation protocol has four steps. The first one is design. The second one is project. The third step is expect. And the last one is receive. What I mean by that? Let's take a look at design. Design is about designing your future, your desired outcome. And these are what the details about designing your future. You design your future outcome, external environment, things you wanted to happen, to appear in your life. It includes facts. What about the factual parts? That when your desired outcome has achieved, what type of house you'll be living in, what type of car you'll be driving, who you'll be hanging out. So these are the facts of what would have happened when your dream has achieved. And another aspect of the outcome, your external environment, is life events, is what's going to happen in your life. What is the actual circumstances, events, and happening? For example, maybe you're going to a award ceremony, or you go to a party, a celebration. So these are life events. They're different than the facts. Facts are what you have, the objects. And the second aspect of designing is to design your experience, your internal experience. For example, the sensory inputs, what you're going to be seeing, hearing, touch, taste, and kinesthetic. So these are from your sensory input. The first one is the outcome, the factual, the environment, and the second one is the internalization of your the external environment, how you feel, how you perceive with your physical senses. Let's face it, manifestation is bringing something in your mind to the physical reality. So eventually you need to be able to perceive with your physical senses. So when you in the design stage, you are fine-tuning to dial in what exactly that is. So from the external to the internal, you specify what exactly you want to happen. And you need to have a clarity of intent, and this helps you design with clarity. So this is the first step before you even embark on the journey of taking action towards your manifestation. You need to have the clarity, declare what you want to have happened and how would you want to feel from the inside of you. So that's the design stage. Now the second stage is project. How do you project? Is you project your energy into that experience, into that future. The way you do that is to imagine. Use your imagination. Imagine you're living in that experience, the internal and external. So you feed into your sensory inputs, the seeing, hearing, touch, taste, and kinesthetic. Based on your design, project yourself into that picture, that motion picture, to truly experience that what you want to achieve. The amazing thing about the mind, the subconscious mind, is that it cannot tell the difference between memory, something that has already happened, or your imagination. So your imagination has great power and ability to tune in energetically. So what's important in the project process is the feeling of emotions, the emotion that will be given to you by your dream coming true. So you want to practice that emotions by tuning in with your sensory modalities. So this is the second stage of manifestation, is to project into that desired future. Now, the third one is, I believe, is the hardest part, is to expect. So expect that what you want to achieve is out there waiting for you. And this takes tremendous faith. And then how to do that? Number one is inner knowing. Inner knowing is very powerful concept. It's different from faith or belief. So we have different levels of belief when we think about something. For example, your future dream being achieved, you have a belief in its how likely that's going to occur. Belief is on one level, however, inner knowing is on a completely different dimension. If I ask you, will the sun rise tomorrow morning from the east? Your answer will be absolutely yes. And why is that? Because you have the inner knowing. You never question it. Because you never question it, it's not about your belief, whether or not you believe the sun will come out tomorrow morning, and you have the deep inner knowing. So the inner knowing is above and beyond belief. So what you want to do is your future desire, your goal, that your dream that you want to achieve, no matter how far-reach it may seem right now, maybe it seems very unlikely, but if you can bring it to the inner knowing level, it transcends belief. That's not a question whether or not you can achieve what you want to desire. It's as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow morning. So that's the level of trust you want to cultivate. So the second is about expect, is feeling of around the corner. This is a feeling you want to cultivate, you want to develop and practice. Have you ever booked an exciting vacation that you're looking forward to? And then a few days before the vacation, you're all excited. You feel so lighthearted. You feel like you're floating. That is the feeling. Even though maybe you're still at work and still doing very boring job, but your mind is so lighthearted because you're expecting that vacation, even though it's not here yet. And that expectation itself sometimes is more powerful than the actual experience of that vacation. So when you manifest a dream or a desire, you want to cultivate the feeling of around the corner. Your dream coming true is simply around the corner, even though you cannot perceive it with your physical senses in the here and now. You have that anticipation, you know it's coming. That feeling of it's coming is very powerful. It's drawing all the creative power towards manifestation of your dreams. So another very important element in the expectation is let go of the how. The how is up to the universe, and there's very creative ways of how your dream will come true. You do not want to macro manipulate or dictate how it will come. If you do that, it will restrict the creative flow. So let go of the how. The fourth element of expect is something very powerful that I used multiple times, is when you have met with resistance or facing tremendous challenge to the point that you almost begin to doubt whether or not your dream can come true. Use this. Ask the question of I wonder what will happen next so that my dream will come true. So when you ask this question, you are keeping an open mind. You never question that whether or not it can come true. You simply wonder how, how will happen? How will things shift towards my dream coming true. So this gives you the type of curiosity to keep you at an open mind for receiving, and you are simply being an observer and curious about what's going to happen next that have your dream come true. And the fifth element, so certainty like sunrise, like I said earlier, is the inner knowing. You want to create that feeling of certainty, that sureness. Another thing that's very, very powerful that you have never seen it before, another technique, is the magnetic resonance from your future. It's when you have met tremendous difficulty in achieving your goal. You are at the point of almost giving up. And what do you do now? There's a technique, is you connect with that future self, that version of you that's already achieved your dream. Have that future you, that wiser, that successful you, talk to the current version of you, and have the future self thanking you for persisting, thank you for not giving up. When you do that, you create a kind of a time loop. The future of you bend over to the current you and use a magnetic pull that pull you forward into that successful future. It's called the magnetic resonance from your future. That's a really, really powerful technique that you can use to tap into that future, wiser, and successful version of you, and have that you magnetically pull you forward. Have the narrative from your future to create the magnetic resonance with the current version of you. So these are the details about expect and how to expect your desires to come true, and what to do, what techniques to use when you are challenged to the point almost giving up. A powerful technique is magnetic resonance from your future to pull you forward magnetically. So this is the hardest part of manifestation, because oftentimes we state our goal, our dreams, and our desires as we carry out actions, because it takes long. It may take months or even years to achieve your grand goal. And during this process, so many things can happen. You can be thrown off the track. And how can you still expect that grand success? Is cultivate that sureness that your dream is coming. The last stage of manifestation protocol is receive, is how you receive when finally your dream has come true, and what type of energy you need to hold out in order to achieve. So I call it the contained excitement. When your dream finally come true, you have a certain level of excitement, but it's not like over the top type of excitement. When you have the over the top, hard to contain type of excitement, that means you are not really in the wavelength of that success. You feel like the success is too big for you. So you want a contained type of excitement. You are excited, but you are not like over the top. It's not like something impossible that has happened. It's not like you just won the lottery type of excitement. What I mean by that is because in the last stage is expect. You already expected your dream to come true. You were already there energetically before your dream show up in your physical reality. You have practiced that energy so many times that it is a familiar feeling to you now, to actually having that success, you'll already be there. Your being is already there. Your state of being already match that frequency of success. So when it's finally show up in the physical reality, is a matter of fact. You already know is there even before it showed up, before everyone else could see, right? So that's why you have contained excitement. You practice contained excitement, not over the top. Another very important factor about receive is you receive with gratitude. You start to empty yourself, have the feeling of this is not just me. I got higher help from the universe, from the universal mind or whatever you believe. So when you empty yourself, you acknowledge that there's higher force running through you, and it's the higher force that manifested for you. This is you can only create this feeling by having gratitude. If you do not have gratitude, you have the attitude of everything is me, I did everything, then you probably won't even be getting to the receiving stage. And people who have achieved great success, they all come to understand that it's not them alone. They acknowledge that there's higher help from higher realms, higher dimensions, from the universe or God or whatever you believe in. So that is the art and science of receiving. So here you have it, the DePer manifestation protocol, how to design your future desires, your dreams, and how to project energy to that future desired outcome, and how to expect, and the techniques to use when you are in extreme difficult situations, and finally how to receive what you set out to do. I hope you like this training. If you like it, click on like and share. Be sure to check out my newest book on Amazon called The DePer Manifestation Protocol.